Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We do college football and college basketball videos every single day. So if you're a college football or college basketball fan, hit the like and subscribe button. We've hit 5,000 subscribers, but we have a big goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know we can hit that goal, but we can't do it without you hitting the subscribe button. Also, when you get a minute, go check out my Patreon page. We have a wider selection, so you can choose whether you want a little bit of Golden Blue Dude or the entire Golden Blue Dude experience. The deadline for the I Am Golden Blue Dude or We Are Golden Blue Dude video clip is on Monday. So if you want to participate in that video, just send your I Am Golden Blue Dude or We Are Golden Blue Dude to my email at refssuk@gmail.com. It's going to be a mashup video. Y'all see my face and hear my voice every single day. And I thought you guys earned your own video. So if you want to participate in that, send me your video. In this video, I wanted to talk about some of these contracts that are being handed out in college football. It's getting ridiculous. You know, some of these I would understand if a coach being offered this money has won a national championship or something like that. So keep that in mind. No national championship earning this type of money. 3 names in particular that really jumped out to me making an enormous amount of money. As far as titles go, are not much. The first name that pops in my head is Mel Tucker at Michigan State. First of all, people don't realize he's only had 3 years of head coaching experience in Division I college football. He coached Colorado in 2019 and they went 5-7. That's a terrible record. And in 2020, his first year at Michigan State, they went 2-5. Another terrible record. In 2021, Michigan State had a magical year, and they went 11-2. They didn't win the Big Ten, they didn't get to the playoffs, they didn't get to the national championship, and they didn't win the national championship. So this salary, this contract is based off of 1 year of success. Keep that in mind. Mel Tucker signed a 10-year deal worth up to $95 million. And if Michigan State fires Mel Tucker, they will owe him 100% of whatever's left on his contract. Now, his base salary is $5.9 million a year. He also gets $3.1 million for media appearances, $100,000 for apparel, $400,000 for a retention bonus. So every year he keeps his job, he gets another $400,000. He gets $25,000 if he gets Big Ten Coach of the Year, $50,000 for National Coach of the Year, $125,000 for a non-playoff bowl appearance, basically a bowl not related to the playoffs, $100,000 for a Big Ten East title, $200,000 for a Big Ten title, $250,000 for a New Year's Six bowl appearance, $300,000 for every playoff game that Michigan State makes, and $500,000 for a national championship appearance. So some of this is incentive related, but my gosh, that is a hefty contract for 1 year, one great year at Michigan State. I don't know if y'all know much about finances, but for me, I'd have to see more success than just 1 year. I'm not saying he's a bad coach and that he won't eventually earn this, but as of right now, I don't think he's earned this. So if you're a Michigan State subscriber, or if you're not a Michigan State subscriber, let me know your comments about that contract. The next contract, James Franklin at Penn State. He inked in a 10-year contract worth up to $85 million. His base salary is going to be $7 million a year. And he could earn up to $1 million more a year based on incentives. $350,000 for a Big Ten title, $300,000 for New Year's Six Bowl, $100,000 for Big Ten Coach of the Year, and if he leaves before April 1st, 2022, he will owe the school $12 million. If he leaves between April 1st and December 31st, he owes the school $8 million. If he leaves after 2023 but before 2024, he owes the school $6 million. If he leaves between 2024 and 2025, $2 million. And then every year remaining on his contract after that, just $1 million. Now, he does have a little bit more coaching experience than Mel Tucker, and he's had a little bit more success. At Vanderbilt, in his 3 years, he went 24-15. That's pretty stinking good at Vanderbilt. Since he's been at Penn State, 2014, 7-6, 2015, 7-6, 2016, 11-3, but won the Big Ten that year. 2017, 11-2, 2018, 8-4, 2019, 11-2, and the past 2 years have been a bit rocky. 2020, 4-5, and then 2021, 7-6. Look, I'm a James Franklin guy. I like him. I think he's a pretty good coach, but these past 2 years have been a bit rocky. Now, if they would have offered him this contract before these past 2 years, I would definitely agree with it, 100%. But Penn State's on the downward trajectory right now. I just don't know if that's a smart move by Penn State. So, once again, if you're a Penn State subscriber, or if not, Leave your comments about that particular contract. Finally, the last one, Brian Kelly at LSU. They gave him a 10-year deal worth up to $95 million. And his base salary goes up and up and up. The longer he lasts at LSU, the more he'll make. In 2022, base salary $9 million, 2023 $9.2, 2024 $9.2, 2025 $9.4, 2026 $9.4, 2027 $9.6, 2028 $9.6, 2029 $9.8, 2020 $9.8, and 2031, his last year of this contract, $10 million. Now, on top of that, incentives. He'll earn $1.35 million if he wins an SEC championship or a national championship. And if he does win one of those championships, Brian Kelly will earn $500,000 every contract year after he wins the title, even if he doesn't win another title. So that's a pretty big incentive for winning a championship, because not only do you earn that 1.35, but you earn an extra $500,000 every year you're at LSU after the national championship or SEC championship you've won. And you don't have to win another one. You just earn it because you've already done it. And also, if he does win one of those championships and LSU does decide to fire him, they will owe him 100% of what's left on his contract. Now, if he doesn't win a title and he's fired without just cause, LSU will owe him 90% of the contract. So that's pretty good incentive right there. And Brian Kelly also gets a $500,000 for retention. So if he keeps his job, he gets another $500,000. And on top of that, if LSU goes at least 6-6 and gets to a bowl, he gets another $1 million every year he does that. So $1 million for mediocrity. Wow. If Kelly leaves before December 2022, he only owes LSU $4 million. Then if he leaves after that, only $2 million. So the contract definitely favors Brian Kelly. Now, he's had some pretty good success. His 3 years at Central Michigan, 19-16. His 4 years at Cincinnati, tremendous success, 34-6. And then here's what his coaching record has been since he's been at Notre Dame. 2010, 8-5, 2011, 8-5, 2012, 12-1 with a national championship appearance. They lost to Alabama. 2013, 9-4, 2014, 8-5, 2015, 10-3, 2016, 4-8, 2017, 10-3, 2018, 12-1, went to the playoffs, lost to Clemson. 2019, 11-2, 2020, 10-2, went to the playoffs, lost to Alabama. Then this past year, 2021, 11-2. Compared to Mel Tucker and James Franklin, Brian Kelly has definitely had more success than those two coaches. So I want to get my LSU subscribers' opinion on this as well. Or if you're not an LSU subscriber, you get the point. I will say this, if you're definitely suspicious or against the LSU contract with Brian Kelly, then you have to be against the Penn State and Michigan State contracts with James Franklin and Mel Tucker respectively. So that's the base. That's the first guy you look at if you want to go down the list on these contracts and say, I'm not okay with that. You have to start with Brian Kelly because he's had the most success. It just amazes me how much these college football coaches are making. It's incredible. So y'all let me know what you think in the comments section. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.